Happy holidays and welcome to a very special holiday edition of Good Morning Hawks.
We hope you're all enjoying your break and spending time with your loved ones as you relax and get to enjoy all the special holiday traditions that are unique to your family.
In this special episode, we have the 'Twas the Night Before Christmas Storytime with Mr. Pronti, a performance from our very own talented music department, and much more.
Sit back and enjoy the show.
Welcome to a special episode of Art History, or should I say, Art Holiday. Today I want to talk about a classic American artist, Norman Rockwell. Norman Rockwell is best known for his work with the Saturday Evening Post and Literary Digest. Rockwell's art really captures the feeling of daily American life, and his Christmas pieces capture that joyful, nostalgic feeling of pure Christmas. Using a bright, exaggerated realism style, he created some of the magic that we associate with Christmas today. If you're interested in his work, check out the Norman Rockwell Museum in Stockbridge, Massachusetts, or buy one of his many books showcasing his work. Sadly, our Rockwell Museum is not related.
Our first game is candy canes in the bucket. You will need candy canes and 2 buckets or bowls.
On your mark, get set, go!
Second game is Holiday Ornament Push. You need a cardboard box and an ornament, and you need to push it. 1, 2, 3, go!
Our third game is Cookie on the Face Challenge. You will need any type of cookies.
And make sure your eyes are closed.
Hi, welcome to Storytime with Mr. Pronti. Today we're going to read The Night Before Christmas. Let's begin, shall we? 'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mama in her kerchief and I in my cap had just settled our brains for a long winter's nap. When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from the bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new-fallen snow gave the luster of midday to objects below, when what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer. With a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be St. Nick. More rapid than eagles, his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen. To the top of the porch, to the top of the wall, now dash away, dash away, dash away all. As dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle mount to the sky. So up to the housetop the coursers they flew, with the sleigh full of toys and St. Nicholas too. And then in a twinkling I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. a bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry, his cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard of his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke it encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk. And laying his finger aside of his nose, and giving a nod up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim as he drove out of sight, "Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night."
How long does it usually take to get into costume?
It's a lot easier than you might think. It only takes me like 15 minutes. The mask itself, to originally make it though, that took a lot longer. But to get ready, it only took me about 15 minutes.
How has the character developed over time?
It has changed a lot over time. I just wanted to go to games and have a little fun and do some things that were different. And it morphed into this over a long period of time. Originally, I just painted my face a little bit. I added the mask, and honestly, I can see it changing a little bit more over time. But you know, I'm 50 years old now, so I don't know how much longer I'm going to be doing this, but I'm having a really good time doing it now. First time I've ever done it in school, but obviously it was for a good cause.
How did you get into this?
Well, I'm a very big Bills fan. Okay, originally I was a Steelers fan though, and I went to my first Bills game, and I became a Bills fan after that first experience. I just love the environment, I love the crowd. And then really, when the Bills weren't very good, I wanted to do something different to make the games more fun. So I started to dress up a little bit, started to wear some face paint and just have some fun with it. And now the Bills are back to being the best team in hopefully the NFL and at least the AFC. So I'm excited that I have a team to go up and root for. But I'll still do all these shenanigans for the foreseeable future.
Could you tell us a little bit about the food drive?
Yeah, so we've done the food drive the last couple of years. To be honest, when I was a student in school, the food drive would only net maybe 100 to 150 items for the local food pantries. So over the past few years, we've tried to do different things to motivate students and staff and the community to get involved. And then this year, we actually had some people that were on Twitter that consider themselves Bills Mafia that donated about 700 items for our food drive. People that do not know me very well at all. So it was pretty amazing that they chose to send their canned goods and non-perishable food items to Corny Painted Post when they don't know us at all. So we had 4,000 last year, so I made that our goal this year. And students, staff, community, everybody stepped up and we hit 4,400. I'm really, really proud of that. I think anytime we can do something for our community and in the process come together and have fun doing it, I think it's awesome. And I couldn't be more proud of everybody that's been involved.
And then we have one last question. When you started, how did your family and friends react?
That's a great question. So my family, friends, luckily our superintendent of our school district and everybody else has been very kind to let me do this because, I can see how people would think it's a little bit weird, obviously. But it's really just how to express myself a little bit, and I think that students can probably learn from that yes, you can come to work every day, get your stuff done, but still really have a good time and find a harmless way to do it, to express yourself, and that's really what it's about for me.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We hope you enjoyed the show.
Have a great break, and we will see you in January.